Hello there folks, I'm Dan Brown from Sort of Interesting. I'm all wrapped up warm, but that doesn't stop it being a beautiful day outside, and I think it's time to go for a trip to the shops. But before we do, we'll just have one quick glimpse inside. Lovely. Taking this as an amazing place to start out the very short walk. I thought I would just do another random boat life moment video, because the last one seemed quite popular and people are asking me constantly to show more of the things from just general day-to-day boat life, and it doesn't get much more day-to-day than having a walk up to the shops, I suppose. I'm on the outskirts of St Martin's. This is literally only about a 20-minute walk, if that, and we're just about to head up into the fields. But this really ties into what I say about being able to moor up in the middle of nowhere and then throw in all these different amazing countryside, sort of ultimate rural places to wander around in. And like I say, this is only a very, very short walk, but if you wanted, you could obviously head down there to Ellesmere and beyond, or wind your way up onto the country lanes and all the footpaths that come off this stretch of canal along here. But now it's time to get off this boat. Fair play, I don't think that you could ask for a better day. Absolutely beautiful. Here's a random thing for you. As you can see, we've got a very small amount of fencing there, one single stretch of it, with a blue tube attached. Now, what do you think that's for? It might be completely obvious, I don't know, it was puzzling me until last night when I realised, and I will give you the dramatic reveal later on in the video. Random point of note here, you've got a farmhouse and some old farm buildings just at the brow of the hill there, and I don't know what it is, but that, I suppose last night when you had the setting sun and the sky going orange and purple behind it, it's almost like something out of a classic horror film. And I don't know, in the daytime though, it's like you said, it looks like the most idyllic, I don't know how you would describe it, I suppose the postcard image of the English countryside. And also of note, we've got another one of these fence things here, the blue piping being on a different piece of fence there, and another one of these fantastic little bridges. Now, I really do love these little bridges. There's just something so sort of quaint and generally a bit countryside-ish about them. Obviously got your little arrow to point you in the right direction. I think that way just leads back down to the canal further along. But when you look at this, you've got a tiny little bridge, little stream running down to the canal and I believe under it, and then another stile there, looking back, sun shining over the brow of a hill. This is what I never really show you enough of. You've seen plenty of canal scenery itself and plenty of stretches of canal and water in all my videos, but I feel that I've neglected by far to show you all of this sort of thing, where really this is what's more fundamental in some ways to my life on a boat. Just wandering around the most idyllic countryside places that you can imagine, and the fact that the canal just stretches through places like this for miles and miles and miles across not only the county and the region but the country. And this is what I really just absolutely love. Obviously this isn't the sort of route that I would be fetching me bike on though, and those I will save for a different video. And the church has just come into view there. That's what we're going to use as our guiding beacon, apart from obviously this very well worn path in the middle of the field. I like the way that people don't walk anywhere, even slightly left or right, of literally the beaten track. I suppose this better be a moment to have one last look at the scenery, and can't get enough of it. and this is only about 7 minutes away from the boat. This is in no way, no stretch of the imagination, a proper walk. I'd say the full distance one way is easily less than 2 miles. It's time for the big reveal. So we've got another one of these fences here with the tube across it, and as you can see, there is just up here another one, complete with what it's actually used for, an electric fence, of course. And how much this was puzzling me, because I could remember seeing these around, but for my life could not come up with what they were actually used for. And obviously having these single pieces of fences means that you can obviously climb over the fence without getting a shock, and I certainly wouldn't want to be halfway across this and get shocked in a certain area. And yeah, so that I just thought was a random thing, and additional note of interest to the video. Maybe, maybe not. As you can see my shadow there, waiting at the end here. Here's a stile to hop over onto the road, if I can get around all this terrible mud. And as we make the crossing, so you've got the church there, and I suppose really it's time to draw our video to an end. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure you check out my other videos for loads more about life on board a boat. Feel free to subscribe, like the Facebook page, follow me on Twitter and all that sort of stuff. Check out my book on Amazon called The Narrowboat Lad, and until the next time, have a fantastic day. Farewell.